Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tarani, coming to you from San Jose. On our program today is Tom Ryan, the CEO of Fanfare. Tom, hello.
Rich, hello. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. I was hoping to start off by just asking a little bit about Fanfare and what the company does.
Yeah, sure. So Fanfare is a software company, and we're in the business of helping telecommunication companies get higher quality products to market faster. And we essentially do that through a automation technology. So our products help QA organizations and development organizations do a much better and a faster job of getting through that cycle time. So by way of example, we routinely hear from customers, let's start first at an individual level, where an individual test engineer might spend 4 weeks traditionally doing a task. After implementing Fanfare and the automation technology, that same task can be done in something like 4 hours, 4 weeks to 4 hours. At a departmental level, a director or VP who's responsible maybe for 100 to 500 folks, he's able to get through his quality cycle time in 30 to 40% faster, which is pretty dramatic.
So tremendous productivity gains here.
Yeah, it's been terrific. It's been long overdue for this market. So Fanfare was first into the space. So not only are we creating a company, creating a technology, but also building a marketplace for our customers. We started first with the large equipment manufacturers. The companies like Cisco and Alcatel-Lucent had lots of success there. Went to sort of the mid-tier players. Off into the storage market as well, and then got pulled into the service provider market. Turns out they had an even more complex problem that they were trying to solve. And as a result of now working on both sides, we're also finding a platform application for our technology. So if you look at the cycle time required, a large equipment manufacturer might spend 1 to 3 months testing a new device or a new release before they pass it along to a large service provider, for example, British Telecom. British Telecom will then spend 18 to 24 months doing acceptance testing. So that's a good solid 2 years where, guess what, nobody's making any money. Most of that stuff is done in an ad hoc manual fashion. So we've been able to bring huge productivity gains, huge ROI, and accelerate revenues for all of these companies, which has been terrific.
Now specifically, what does a company need to do to take advantage of your services?
Yeah, so there's at the end of the day, there's 3 things involved. We provide some, leading edge software technology, which is the big enabler. But there's also 2 other components. There's the people and the process. So an organization really needs to sit down and think about what their automation goals are. And that involves acquiring technology and deploying technology, training the associated people, and modifying the workflow. How do I adopt my present day workflow or my historic workflow to take advantage of this automation technology? So it's kind of a 3-legged stool approach to doing successful deployments.
So really almost like a template for best practices, I would imagine.
Yes, we have a whole organization inside Fanfare that's responsible for helping our customers with that. So we're fortunate. We started with one very large customer about 4 years ago. We now have 140 customers around the world.
Wow.
Using our technology and getting great benefit. And we've worked with many other companies. So all told, we've probably worked with about 250 companies around the world. And we have a lot of domain expertise on how to successfully make this transition. So we've institutionalized that, we've trained an organization, and now go out and share that with our customers. So we're happy to help them in that regard.
Now there's been a tremendous amount of convergence in the last 5-10 years. I'm curious how you're seeing the convergence between wireless and infrastructure and some other technologies.
Yeah, it's really exciting for us because we started focused just on the network, and it's a fantastic market for us, a lot of complexity. And what we realized is our customers started to migrate into other areas of the enterprise, for example, the data center and the server area of the market. And they remember using Fanfare, and they've said, well, gee, I think I can use Fanfare technology to help me with some of my problems here. So it turns out that the way our technology was built and the architecture of the core technology, when you look through a Fanfare lens, a network, a data center, server farm, and even the cloud looks exactly the same. So we're able to leverage that technology and bring it across multiple marketplaces now. So the trend, we went from equipment manufacturer to service provider. Now we're being pulled into data center, and most recently into the cloud, which is really exciting for us. So we have a lot to learn, but it looks like we can add a lot of value with the product as it stands today. Clearly, there'll be some new capabilities that'll have to be added over time. But you know, if you're in the market, or if you're a customer doing any kind of quality assurance or testing around your network, around your data center, or even around your cloud, there's a good chance that Fanfare can add tremendous value.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being on the program today. It was a pleasure
Great.
speaking with you and learning more about Fanfare.
Great. Thanks, Rich.